Step up, step up, step up, step up, step up. Step up, Mayor. Step up, Mayor. Yes, we want to hear it. Tell us something.
Thank you so very much to the elected officials, to my family, and to my friends, and especially to those who believed when very few people did.
Garbage.
Did everybody get a copy?
Pure garbage. No. We don't need that. We don't need that. We need you. Not
I
that.
want to apologize for all of the people who believe in city government for this piece of trash. I want to apologize for narcissistic behavior that requires that the city be thrown under the bus.
Yes. Right.
That's right.
The city's reputation.
That's right.
All because my opponent wants to be mayor. And I want to apologize to the city for my opponent's lack of being in office full time. I don't think she understands that being the mayor is a full-time job.
That's why she can't be mayor.
And I want to thank Mayor Clinton Young. Let's give him a round of applause. As he said, and I agree, that this is not a position that should be occupied by the faint of heart. People who are not willing to work, not willing to listen, and not willing to sacrifice one's own life for the good of the people. My opponent laughed when she saw my support in the city. They did not have on suits. They sometimes faltered. She didn't understand that these people have spirit. They have ingenuity. And there but the grace of God go you or I. Mount Vernon has always understood that. The founders understood that we must have a city that is affordable, a city that is safe, a city where we can bring our children up. They understand that. John Stevens' spirit is still on 4th Street and 6th Avenue. That spirit still lies in all of us. But we can't achieve that spirit if we are going to hate on each other, if we're going to talk about each other, or look down on each other. This is time, my friends, for us to pull up our herds and start to work together. There are magnificent things that can happen in this city if we work together. I want to tell you right now, I plan to include Mayor Young as we go forward and plan for the city.
Whatever you say, whatever you say.
I shan't be long, and I'm going to call on the city chairman and all, of course, the elected officials. But what we do need is a large plurality.
Yes, yes, yes.
Every politician will tell you that when politicians look at cities to help or to hurt, they first look at how many people came out. And if you don't come out, politicians will understand that. We will have no leverage. So it's not about Ernie Davis. I never planned to be here at this moment. But God sits high and looks low. We don't know what our future holds, but we do know who holds our future.
That's right.
And so I shan't be long. I'll just tell you that I have been humbled by the support that I've gotten over the last few months. The day before the election, 400 people lined outside of my office. That has never happened before.
The streets are talking.
The streets indeed are talking.
About you.
We know that it's not about me, it's about the needs of the city. It's about jobs, it's about education, it's about affordability, and it's about respect.
Human decency.
And if we can start this moment to understand that we are inextricably intertwined whether we know it or not, tomorrow we may lose our own homes. Tomorrow we may be sick. Tomorrow we might need help that we never planned on. So don't look too aggressively and think that you are sitting high and you'll always be there. There but the grace of God go you or I. So as I wrap up this, please understand that we are winding down. We're almost there.
Winding up, man.
But we gotta take the same perseverance, the same spirit, and take it to the streets and be the leaders that people expect. And start to understand that when all of this is over, the historians will say whether or not we passed or we failed. I think we'll pass. Thank you so very much.
And we're back here this morning. And one of the reasons why we're back here is that a number of individuals and organizations are prepared to publicly endorse Ernie D. Davis for mayor. Now, several weeks ago, after the primary, the Mount Vernon City Democratic Committee embraced and endorsed the candidate of Ernie Davis. We did that at headquarters. What we want to do this morning is do it here publicly, so it could be no confusion, no misunderstanding that he is in fact our candidate, our flag bearer, and we're going to be with him throughout this candidacy. One of the things that we want you to be absolutely clear of is that we're with him, and we want you to be with him, but more importantly, we want you to make sure that your neighbors, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, that they're with him. One of the things that's really critical about this election is that this is a campaign not only of candidates but of ideology and philosophy. The opponent is Tea Party, conservative, and her and the Confederates have been here in Mount Vernon working on their agenda now for about a year, year and a half. Let there be no mistake when it's said that I'm a Democrat running on the conservative line. That's just not what's been happening. This has been a conservative movement throughout and will continue to be a conservative movement that's being waged against our party and in our city. We have our flag bearer. We have our Democratic nominee. We're going to be with him. We're going to be out there for him, and we want you to let your neighbors. Don't be misled by assertions and other statements. Those are statements of someone who's desperate. Statements, as we know, that comes from the Tea Party is always a distortion of facts. In fact, the Tea Party sometimes confuses the Boston Tea Party. They confuse where certain geographic areas are in this state. It's no different on a national level than it is here in Mount Vernon. When you hear stuff about, well, this happened under the Davis administration, that happened under the Davis administration, you know what? Ernie Davis is still here. And if those things had happened, there would have been consequences. He's still here.
That's right.
Nothing happened.
That's right.
His record speaks for itself, and we need him at this hour, especially when this country is under attack of a conservative Tea Party movement. So I urge you again, don't be confused. Don't let your family be confused. Don't let your neighbors be confused. When people are desperate, they resort to desperate measures and desperate tactics. Let's not fall for it. We know what Ernie Davis stands for. We know his record. We know his position in terms of credibility and integrity. And we know that he is a Democrat. So we're here this morning chair of the Mount Vernon City Democratic Committee, letting you know that we enthusiastically, wholeheartedly embrace and endorse his candidacy, and we want you to be there with us. Thank you. That being said, we want to also let you know that we endorse our city council candidates, Deborah Reynolds, Richard Thomas, and our county legislator, Lyndon Williams.